I'm not going to touch it yet, but I've got a ring right there. I'll wait till Jeff gets over here and then I'll take it out. Back in the thicket.
I'm just having to crawl around.
I know it. I had to crawl to you too.
It's not the best find, but hey, it's the period we're looking for.
It is colonial. Handle would have went right there, up against that. That's got more on it than a lot of them that we find though.
It does. I don't think I'll be able to use it again though.
No. Well, that's the first find of the day. I found a little piece of brass over there. He's using the ORX today, and we're back where in this area here where he found the Jeton. There's something else good here. More. Yeah, there's something good here. Jeff has got a old button that's got glass here in the middle. Got a stand-up shank on the back of it. Two-piece. Found it over where you found the Jeton, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm fixing to start excavating.
Excavating. I got a 12 and 13 right there. Dug a hole out and there's a bumblebee come out of it. But I've got a iron spoon handle. I'll take that because that's the first thing I found other than a couple of musket balls. Oval, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. What is this? Where the shank would have went, or?
I don't know. Turn it over. Let's see. I don't know. Don't know. We found a lot of stuff right in through here. Around those two trees right there, we found several flat buttons over the years. What that sound like?
Like high 80s. It sounded good 3 ways.
Jeff's cleaning up right there in that spot with that ORX. Got a 2-prong Colonial fork. That's in good shape right there.
I might be able to reuse that one.
I don't know. It's a good find.
I got some Viennies.
Yeah. A little tomback button. Stand-up shank on it. 1700s. Of course, we know this is an old spot right here.
Mm-hmm.
You're killing it today.
You gonna get you an ORX, ain't you?
I'm gonna at least go get my AT Pro. I'm sorry, Debbie, but I'm not all that impressed with my Equinox today. I went to change detectors. I got my AT Pro, and while I was changing coils on it, Jeff hollered, and I couldn't tell what he's hollered. I hollered back at him. He finally said, "I got silver." There it is, right there. And that's what it's going to be, is a mercury dime. Can't tell a year on it. Had to wash it off some. How deep was it?
About 5 inches.
Yeah. Well, good job.
Should we put it back and let it get old?
No. There comes Jeff over there. And I'm not going to touch it yet. But I've got a ring right there. I'll wait till Jeff gets over here and then I'll take it out. I think it's a brass ring, but it's a ring nonetheless. You see it?
I do. Oh, good deal. That's
an old ring.
It is an old ring.
Let me clean it up a little bit now. I'll get a closer picture of it. I got it cleaned up a little bit more. That's a nice ring right there. Would have had a stone in the middle, maybe 3 little stones on each side. Not bent at all. Cool. Before the first European fur traders came to North America, no Indian had ever slept on a wool blanket. They'd never worn a cloth shirt, owned European jewelry, nor tasted rum. As soon as the Spanish, French, Dutch, and English established colonies, they began to trade with the local Indians. The fur trade in North America began in the early 1600s and eventually came to be a huge part of the colonial economy. The American Indians were motivated to trade because they wanted European goods. The fur trade was big business in colonial America. Yearly exports of furs and hides to England could exceed $30 million in present-day value. Traders, merchants, clothiers, hat makers, blanket makers, lead foundries, gunsmiths, blacksmiths, everybody made money off the fur trade. And both the woodland Indians and the colonists were eager to participate in it. The fur trade was vital to the economy of colonial America, but it was also the beginning of the end for the American Indians. They became dependent on European trade goods. That dependence had an extremely negative impact on their way of life. The fur trade was also the precursor for the further exploration and eventual settlement by the colonists. This forced the Indians in the area into smaller and smaller territories. And in 1838, the last of the Indians were removed by the United States government over what we know today as the Trail of Tears. A number of forts sprang up in Middle Tennessee due to the fur trade. One such fort close to this site that Jeff and I worked was Bledsoe Fort. Obviously, not only would these European fur trade items be traded to the American Indians, but some of them would also find their way into the hands of the early colonists of Middle Tennessee. Still up in this thicket here. I've been looking all day for a button. I finally got one, but it's not what I want. It is a overall button, but I'll still take it. Things a man will do for relics. Clean some of that sap off the top of the truck. We probably saved $3 worth of soybeans by doing this way though.
Yeah.
And we moved trees right there to the end. patchy. Oh, them thorn bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we on the interstate now.
Roll hay.